Gary, a 0-0 home draw. How do you sum up the evening's performance?
I asked the players after two home defeats, or two defeats in the spin rather, and I think 3 home defeats out of 4 games. I asked them to get a clean sheet, and be defensively strong and see if we could grow into the game and counter like we always do. And I think sometimes you have to be patient doing that. I think we've been guilty in some games of trying to win games in the first 10 minutes, conceding goals, and then not getting back into the game. It's as simple as that. So I certainly didn't want to lose 3 games on the spin. I hate losing, and I think sometimes you have to try and grab a result and move on and try and build a little bit of confidence from it. And I think that was really, really important. I thought first half we got into some good positions, but just didn't quite have enough attacking belief and confidence to continue that momentum of that move, albeit quite a lot of control in the game and made quite a lot of passes, and we kept our shape really, really well and our width. Second half I wanted them to have a little bit more belief, and I think we did. We put some excellent balls into the box. Dimmy went on some excellent runs, had a couple of shots. John Terrell come on, give us a little bit of a lift, had a few shots. I think we got into some great areas, and on another night we'd have certainly scored 1 or 2 of those chances. To limit a good Blackburn side, I think they're better than their league position suggests. They've got some excellent players, both wingers really, really, really bright. Rhodes, as we know, the best striker outside of the Premier League, I would suggest. And we've nullified him and not. I don't think he's had 1 shot on goal or 1 sight on goal. So I thought we looked the only side really that were going to go and win the game. Perhaps couldn't quite do that. Didn't quite have that little bit of individual brilliance, but it's going to happen sometimes, and like I said, I think the important thing tonight was making sure we certainly didn't lose a 3rd game on the bounce.
You mentioned the clean sheet. Is that praise towards John Spector, who was brought in to replace Paul Robinson?
Well, I thought he was excellent. I thought the back 4 were excellent tonight, and again, that's something I demanded a little bit more of tonight. We haven't had a clean sheet at home, and I think if you don't keep a clean sheet at home, then you nick a goal, it doesn't win you a game. You've got to then go and score 2 or 3 goals, and as we know, we're not a particularly free scoring team, although we have got a decent amount of goals this season. But just lately, we've not been as free scoring. And I think that's confidence. So I think that confidence comes from being solid, not conceding. Again, growing that little bit of belief so that, the next game, maybe with 10 minutes to go, you can throw 1 or 2 more bodies in the box, or we can play with a little bit more belief. Second half, I was really, really pleased. And again, I asked the players to just keep a little bit of control and balance and not go stupid. Thought the right-hand side looked really, really bright tonight. Cots put some great balls in, Caddy as well. And I have to say, I was pleased overall with the performance.
We finished the game strongly as well. How important was John Terrell's impact on the game?
Yeah, I thought he came in and gave us excellent impact. I started Shins. I've not started Shins, I don't think, at home in a league game this season. So we definitely wanted to play with a 10. I mean, tactically, I got it wrong Saturday. I shouldn't have played with 1 sitter and 2 advanced midfielders. A bit more destructive. We should have gone a little bit more attacking. We wanted to go back to that today, so we played with our 2 sitters and 1 in the hole. So we had 1 closer to Clayton. We've not been getting enough support to Clayton or feeding the wide players with enough quality. But we did that a lot better this evening. I was really, really pleased with that. And I think John coming on just gave us that added little bit of quality and impetus. And he certainly looked back to how he looked in the first 7 or 8 games of the season.
Fulham away on Saturday. Is this the perfect performance to build on?
Well, I think it's a performance to build on, and I think again, I certainly didn't want to be going into an away game at Fulham, which is going to be another difficult game, having lost 3 on the spin from the position we were in, which is a tremendous position, and we worked incredibly hard to get into that position. I think the whole game was a little bit of an anomaly because I think they're the best side in the division, but I was disappointed with Wolves, and I didn't want to put another disappointing performance in and lose the game and then start to seep that confidence away. So I think that's given us a little bit more belief back, and I would hope that Saturday we would go in and put a better performance in terms of the attacking third.
And 4,000 Blues fans will be travelling to Craven Cottage. How important is their support?
Oh, it's brilliant. It was amazing last year. I loved it. I think those away days are really, really exciting for us as staff because the crowd are amazing, and I think there's certain trips that they really enjoy. I thought last season that was as well as we played away from home, away at Fulham. I thought we were brilliant how we didn't win the game, so hopefully we can put a similar attacking performance on.